So several months ago, I was having a conversation with a very nice YouTube user who was very respectful and on the comment section of one of my videos, and he was asking some questions about specifically specifically Noah's Ark, but Christianity in general. And I let him know that it was very often easier for me to make a video rather than write comments. There's a reason that I do videos a lot of times in the car. And so I told him I would make him a video. And I haven't done that yet. And so besides me saying, sorry, I haven't forgotten you, I wanted to kind of go into why. Initially, I put it off a little bit because I was actually trying to get someone to do it with me because I thought it would be much more interesting to have a conversation on the video rather than me just talking about these questions. But that started becoming very obvious that was not going to happen. And so I started working on a response just solo, and it was not going to be something that I just wanted to improvise off the fly. I kind of did want to put some preparation into it. I did put that preparation into it, at least to a certain extent. I haven't quite finished yet, but I wanted to do that and then get the video filmed. And see, that's where the problem comes in, because nearly everything I actually record is stuff that I'm just, kind of improvising on the way to work, or just something that was on my mind that I was listening to in the car or something like that, or thinking about, and so then I talk about it. And very little of it actually has any kind of research at all. And the reason for that, if you follow this vlog at all, you already know this. I'm still in the first year of building a business. I have two youngins. The oldest just turned 3. The second one is about to turn 2. I'm a husband. I'm a churchman. I'm trying to do quite a few things, and doing videos is a very low priority. I enjoy doing it, but I specifically do it in the car because that actually gives me a chance to video. And so I'm currently, I just did some music for a church picnic, and this is not something I do very regularly, and so that took a lot of prep time. I'm currently studying for my next set of licenses. For those of y'all who know what these are, I'm studying for the Series 6 and the Series 63. I already have 3, actually I have more than 3 licenses because I have some in other states, but I already have several licenses, but I kind of have to keep getting them for the business, and these are the last 2, so I'm studying for that, and so videos are kind of taking a back burner for all that. Well, I got to work today, and I was thinking I actually have the office all to myself for a couple of hours this morning. Things just kind of worked out that way, and I was like, well, actually this will be a really good chance to do that video. And the internet's down, which is not a big deal about videoing, but I would have to pull up his comments, take notes on them, so then I can use my phone to video instead of looking at his comments, and that's way too much for me to do right now. So again, I'm sorry, and this is actually very specifically the reason I don't do Christian apologetics on YouTube. It is something I would be happy to talk to you about in person over a beer when we're hanging out together, but doing it on YouTube, while I think it's very effective and I really appreciate the people who do it, it takes another level of preparation and engagement, of getting a video done, getting it edited, kind of planning out more what you're going to say. Is that even though this is verbal, it's not a conversation. It's more like it's more like a debate. I'm setting out my arguments. Let me get all my arguments, and then you respond, or whatever the case may be. And then you're trying to balance that with people in the comment section, which, not a ton of people watch my videos yet. Hopefully more will in the future. But when I did the video on why critics get Zack Snyder wrong, that's been by far my most popular video, and people are still commenting on it. I can't keep up, and I'd love to engage them, and I really wish I could, but I can't. And that's not the place I'm in right now. And so while apologetics is actually something I really do enjoy, it's not something that I can maintain on YouTube, and I know that, and that's why I deal with things on YouTube. I set up the channel in a specific way to accommodate what I can accomplish on YouTube. So end result is I really shouldn't have even said I was going to do that video. I should have directed him elsewhere. But I do still intend to do that one and kind of let that be my last word on the matter. And there's plenty of other guys who are doing this much better than I am on YouTube. And if y'all want to discuss it further, let's go hang out sometime and have a good conversation between guys over beer, over coffee or whatever. But I do want to speak to something in particular, and this is something I was having a conversation with a friend of mine. It's I hear some really well-meaning people who say things, Christian to Christian, brother to brother, that you need to be doing this. You need to be doing street evangelism, and you need to be protesting at the abortion clinic, and you need to be doing YouTube apologetics. And if you're not doing these things, then you're failing as a Christian. And I think in general, I'm going to generalize here, and I know this is not the case for everybody, but the people who are saying this are 20-something-year-olds who don't have any, really huge commitments in their lives, or pastors whose job it is to do these things, and they don't realize that the Lord has put other people in other places. In general, it's not my job as a Christian to do all things that might be beneficial to the kingdom. It's my job as a Christian to deal with the area that God has put me in. And right now, that area is more about my family, my business, my customers, my staff, my church. And God bless you if, God has put you in a place that you can reach more people with YouTube or with a website or with a Facebook page or with street evangelism. All those things that I listed are good. All of them, I'm so thrilled that people are engaged in them. I wish more people would engage with them. But I think that needs to be a realistic engagement. And one thing that a lot of us have done in the past, and I'm prime up there, is that we hear a good idea and we want to tackle it, and we get excited about it, and we kind of run head first into it, and then we realize this is not actually something that I can dedicate the time I need to with it. And so what we end up doing is doing 500 things badly instead of a handful of things really well. So that's my message to those people. Now, I think a much larger percentage of the people are the people who are in the pews doing absolutely nothing and not being engaged at all, not even volunteering for the nursery or whatever it is that you can do at the church when you do have the time and resources to do something. To those people, don't let this video be your excuse to see, oh yeah, see, Paul Idle agrees with me. I don't have to do everything. Yeah, you don't have to do everything. You should be doing something. And to what degree that is going to be based on the place God has put you in this season. And it might be a lot, and it might be a little, and it might be as little as volunteering for nursery, twice a quarter, or cooking food for the women in church who just gave birth, or just helping with the cleanup or something. It can be small, or it could be massive, or it could be a huge time dedication if you have that time to dedicate. And so all of this to say, I really would encourage you to kind of take a look at your life and take a realistic assessment of what you can and should be invested in. And for me right now, this channel may in a few years change into an apologetic channel. Like I said, it is something I'm interested in. But right now, in this season of my life, it's not going to work. And so I'm not going to attempt it because I know it's not going to work. If you're wondering, the internet's still not on. It's 8:30. I'm going to go, I don't know, I'm going to go file some paperwork.